Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 ba, dun, 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 dun. Ooh. And we are going forward for another episode of Divine Time. I am on everywhere that you can find me. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Kick, Twitch. You might as well go ahead and just message me to figure out where I'm at, to wherever it is that you are watching. Now, if anybody who is on TikTok, big up and respect yourself, because anything that you say or anything that you type will show up live streaming on this podcast, and I will respond to you right away. Anybody who is on Patreon as well, if you are a paid member, I'll be able to respond to you as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight to the show. Let's get into this. I have with me an amazing woman. The woman who has taught me so much about life in general. And every Sunday, I come in and I talk with her on some real stuff, the conversations that people don't like to have, because the way that my family operates, we talk about real stuff. We cover things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. So with that, I welcome Miss Judith to the screen. How you doing, Miss Judy? No, it was on it was Sunday, because on Saturdays, when my new season drops on Saturday, on was that September 20th? Yeah, September 20th, when the new season's gonna drop, I'm gonna win back to the live panels every Saturday. So we're every Sunday. Because originally we were doing Thursdays, and we were like, all right, let's move it, because after my physical therapy, after my mental health, I was not in the. I'm just like, you know what, f everybody. I don't want to deal with nobody else. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just like, I don't want to deal with nobody. Like, after I get done with not physical therapy, mental health, I don't want to deal with nobody. So we agreed to do Sundays. So with it now, it's like I'll be having a live every Saturday when I do the panels, and then on Sundays with you gorgeous thing. So everybody, she's married, she's taken. I know she's beautiful, but she don't want none of y'all, with y'all dirty dicks. What? I'm putting respect on your name. Leave her alone, otherwise you're gonna have to catch these hands right here. Look at me being a professional cock blocker. I got you, Eric. I'm protecting your wife. I got you. Don't nah. I'm making sure that I am protecting your husband's asset. And that's fine. You can have self control, but it doesn't change the fact that he'd feel a type of way. And now I'm rolling into it. So let me finish. So it doesn't change the fact that it would make him feel a type of way if a bunch of guys are hitting you up in emails or anything like that. Because when it comes down to is the topic for today, trust. Yeah. You ye of little faith. Like I was rolling into it. I was doing a tie-in. Okay, cheese and red. I think I've been doing this enough to where I'm like, all right, bet I see how it all gonna flow together. But no, the reason I came down to this topic today of trust was in my therapy session. My therapist, now granted, I'm not the therapist, so I ain't got to worry about HIPAA. But my therapist, she pretty much came down and was like, "What is your goal for therapy in this?" Because I am in the trauma response recovery, THRC, and with that, I gave you a brief description of the stuff that I went through when I was in Washington State, and what that couple ended up doing, attempted to do to me and my family, and then the lies that they created and all that stuff. And with it, I've been in therapy for a long time before that, and then in therapy now for that situation, based off of what my wife and her mother have gone through and their previous traumas beforehand. Hey, speaking of my wife, she said, "Hi, mom." Oh my goodness. Okay, so I feel like do it. Oh, you hear her, babe? Anaya, did you hear her? She said, "Don't go nowhere. She gonna need you on this one." So with that, the reason I end up going into trust, and with I'm glad that she's on right now because I can touch a little bit into what I'm talking about, what I'm dealing with in therapy. My therapist told me was like, look, what is your end game? Because in all honesty, the way that it seems is I don't for me, I don't want to be around people. I don't have any desire to trust people based off of the situations that I've been in. And the situations that I have been in has made it to where I feel as if everybody is there for a reason. They want something from me. And whether that is using me for the connections or the people that I know, or to try and drain me to elevate them into positions that they want to be in. Now, anybody who has known me for a long time, I've been in pretty well places. Like I've done security for the Seahawks. I have done executive protection for some known celebrities. I have done quite a few things. And I completely switched out of that field to go from private security to cybersecurity. And where I am now is put me in a position to where I don't have to deal with people physically the way I used to. But even where I am today, I pour into people who are around me at that moment, but I have no desire for them to be in my life in longevity. Does that make sense? Oh, you don't see me? That's weird. Hold on. Oh, that's why. There you go. You should see two of me now. So one of them is moving. Wow. He's a bobblehead. He's a bobblehead. All right. Anyway, what's up, Miss Ink Baby? Miss Nick Baby? I probably said that wrong. Yeah. We're talking. I'm talking about trust. Um. Okay, I can see where you come from the fear, but I'm not scared of having people in my life. It's just the fact that I don't trust them. Oh, I see where you. Oh, I see what you did there. All right. For me it is a trust factor. I'm not a Shiite Muslim. I don't play too much Anaya. Chill out. It really is, and I see where you're going with that, and that is the psychologist in you right there. Yeah, yeah. Say something. Well, defend. Mm-hmm. Mm. And I understand that you can trust everybody, but you can't trust everybody with everything. You can't trust everybody with everything. So you have to understand that there's people. Exactly. Hmm. It's not even so much of it's not necessarily having expectations leads to disappointment. I have no expectations. I think for the most part is just understanding based off of previous experiences that individuals will use you for what it is that they want. So there is not a fear in knowing that I will be used. I think if I were to use a fear, it's more along the lines of the fact that I won't be able to control. So not having control would be my fear. But I'm not even scared of not having control. It's more along the lines of I'm not thinking about just me. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking about the wife. I'm thinking about the kids. I'm thinking about her mother. So when it comes down to it, it's not a fear. It's more of a just, can I trust people to treat mine the way that they need to be, the way that I want to. So, in all honesty, when it comes down to it, am I able to trust people to lead and guide the way that I lead and guide? I'm not. Mm-hmm. Now, yes, understood. Teaching. I'm not shooting you down. I'm saying, I'm not shutting you down. Go ahead. It's your bad self over here, like looking like Miss Parker. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. This isn't Chat GPT, right? Oh, she didn't say no though. Yes, it do. Hold on. They said they can't hear you on Facebook. So they can't hear mom on Facebook. I don't know. Let me see what I can do on my side. Say something. Uh huh. I can hear you. Anaya, turn the volume up on Facebook. See if you can hear she then. Okay. Yo, TikTok, can you hear Madre? Can you hear Madre on there? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Come on, vámonos. Everybody, let's go. Why I gotta be quiet, man? Okay, fine. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's wild. Mm-hmm. And, hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. 1 second, ma. Let me adjust you real quick so I can actually get you on here. Cause you're not coming over on Facebook, so I need to make sure that everything is. You said what? You said Facebook what? Hmm.
Anything.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna stop talking. But
Hold on. Let me ask real quick. Can you hear Madre now?
hola,
Can you
aloha,
can you hear her now?
greetings, America.
Bruh. She said greetings America. I'm waiting to see. I know that Anaya is screaming at the kids in the moment. I can hear it over my headphones. So I don't know if she's looking at the phone.
Okay.
Uh, I'm gonna have to, cause I'm like, I see that you're coming through on TikTok
Mhm.
and everywhere, on TikTok and everywhere else. So with that, hold on real quick.
I'm glad he put that on mute. Don't want to hear that mouth
I gotta be
screaming.
cautious of your eardrums.
And everyone else's, not just mine. Faith versus fear and unforgiveness. If you guys out there can hear me, then do me a favor.
All
Chime
right, we
in
got
with
you. We got you. We got you.
awesome, awesome. So
Sweet.
now what I was saying
Back in the game, baby.
is
Back in the game.
back in the game and let me talk. Okay.
Yeah, go
So
ahead. Go ahead.
trust versus fear.
Hmm.
And I gave you the definition of what I found. Fear is rooted in
Yo,
perceived threats
yes. I was gonna say run that back. Go ahead. You already on it.
and leads to anxiety and avoidance, while trust involves a belief in goodness and leads to calm. I got on the wrong glasses. And
I
leads to
see that.
calm and openness. Yeah. Fear often stems from a lack of trust in oneself,
Hmm.
others, or the world, characterized by a desire to retreat and protect,
Mm.
whereas truth fosters connection and
Welcome
a
in.
sense of safety to explore and engage with challenges. And as I was saying, it's a lot in this. It's a lot in this. And I'm probably, whatever I said before, that goes as well. But I want to add this: engage in challenges. Life is a challenge.
Yes.
No matter what has happened, no matter what is going to happen, it's called living. And as long as that little heart is pumping or that big heart is pumping, it's thump, 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 you live it. But and it's gonna be issues, it's gonna be goodness, it's gonna be badness. But it's all in how you perceive things. Um, Trust versus fear. Figure out what it is. And when it comes to your past, whatever happened to you in your past, yeah, at some point in time, you got to let it go. You got to gain an unforgiveness for those things that have happened. They
Yes.
happened. We learn from our past. We don't keep doing the same thing and getting the same results. That's called what?
Insanity.
Hey, so
Doing
we
the
are
same
not
thing
just
over and over,
saying,
hoping for a different result.
all right, you're not doing that anymore. Let it go. You have been made
Let it
aware of
go.
how
Let it
this
go.
type of person is. And we've
Yes.
talked about types before. You have those type of people that do those type of things.
Yes.
Not everybody does that. So
It's
don't
usually a
be
spirit that's
afraid of them.
attached to those specific things. Like Jezebels do the same
Exactly.
things.
Over and over. So
Yes.
you know that you're dealing with a Jezebel. Don't fear it. Not saying you got to live with it, but what you have control over it.
Hmm.
But you don't let Jezebel stop you from living.
No.
Now, see, you brought up Jezebel. Now, you know you bring up
I,
anything
I,
with that. I mean, what was Jezebel?
I,
Jezebel provoked a spirit of fear
yes.
in Elijah, one of the eyes. She did that. And old boy shut down. He had all the power in the world. And he shut down because she threatened him.
Yeah.
So, moral of that story is, if God be for you, who can be against you? You
And
let your past go. Okay, go ahead.
that no, I'm saying I'm like, and that story is exactly what I went through, to where even down to the point of trying to shut me up so that way I could not like, allow other individuals to know the story of a this is the type of individuals that will do these types of things to you. So when it comes down to it, the knowledge and wisdom. So if you try and completely mute me when it comes down to be my voice is my power within our family, our voice is our superpower. We have the gift of speaking. We speak the truth. We say what it is, and we are able to influence and educate those around us. I mean,
Everybody don't
you
want to be educated though. But
that
yeah,
is
you're
true.
right.
But we are still
Yep, you're
able
right.
to influence. You are able to influence individuals without educating them. So I
Okay, now think
mean,
about this.
yes, ma'am.
If you are if you have a divine power of
Mm,
being able to reach the lost souls and give them hope,
yes.
do you think that's something that Jezebel wants to manifest in
Hell,
your life?
No, they don't want to manifest that. They want to take it from you. And that's the reason why they attacked your voice, which is the reason why mine has constantly been getting attacked throughout my whole life. Go ahead.
But what you don't recognize is that fear that's put into
I knew
you,
that was coming.
what you see is trust, is what? No, if you saw it coming, then tell me.
It's avoidance.
No, it's a deceptor. It's deception. It's trying to shut you down so you cannot save anyone.
And on
Now, both of
on
us,
now the individual who's dealing with it is going to be avoidance. They know that they can, but instead they choose not to. They're avoiding that situation. It's avoidance for the
but do that
individual.
matter?
But I'm
Do that matter?
saying I feel like that is on both ways. On the outside looking in, it's deception. For the individual who's going through it, it's avoidance.
Okay, all right. You know what though? With the power of over fear,
Hmm.
um, you don't even let that bother you. You know who they are.
The
You
root of
know
it
the
is fear.
what is it? The root of it is fear. It's not trust. It's fear.
Yeah, the root of it is fear.
And you don't give the enemy fear over. You don't give the enemy the opportunity to create a spirit of fear in your life.
Mm.
God did not give you the spirit of fear, but He gave you what? A strong mind, a strong body. He gave you strength. And I'm going to leave it at that. Not fear. Because when you start to fear stuff, you cannot move forward.
Facts.
You are stuck. Your past was there to teach you something and you learn from it. Now you take all
Everything
of
is a
that
lesson
and
or
you
a blessing. I spoke about that
everything,
this
and I'm
week.
telling you, it's and both of them, in your case, both of them is art. It
Yeah.
is. And other people are going to be able to go through this. But when you start to help other people, you can't carry that negativity with you.
You
Because
can.
even though you may not seem like it's negative, it really is. Because you're not finding the good in what happened to you. You're only dealing with the bad.
Hmm.
You got to find the good in it. And what was the good in it? You don't scare me. That's one thing. I got this.
Back your
You
ass up.
you don't scare me. That's one thing. But
Yes.
now I know your tactics. Now I know your tactics.
And it's
So
and
I can
oh,
warn someone else.
and it's interesting when you talk about the tactics because the tactics are the same. No, it as I've said in like a couple years back, like year or more times back, where I'm like, it's the same it's the same creature in a different flesh suit. You'll end up having the same spirit occupying a different body. To where it's like when you're looking at the person, yeah, they physically look differently. They physically look different, but yet the spirit is the same. And I mean, I've dealt with
Yes,
that
it
in
is.
multiple times. So with it, I don't fear that spirit because I know the tactics are constantly the same. I can talk about when Prana came here and decided to try and slander me, but then Lisa tries to slander me in the same way. It's the same exact thing. Talk about the projection of what they're doing and say somebody else saying that I am doing it. It's the same exact tactics. But the thing that gets me the most is the individual who deals with it, they don't recognize it, but other people who that they try and explain to it do not see it until it's too late. And now all of a sudden your name has already been smear campaign. But anyway, we're going back down to trust. When it comes down to it, how do you trust other individuals when you know that you can see those essences of those other creatures or people in them? Have you ever looked at somebody and you see somebody else in them and based off of the characteristics and the habits that this person is portraying?
Well, first of all, yes. And I don't hang out with them. I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there for a reason. I'm
Yes.
not there for a season.
That right
I'm there
there.
to help you if you want help. If you don't, I'm gonna kick the dust and I'm going about my business. Everybody that comes into your life is not there for a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That goes with life. They could be there for that moment to destroy you because they know your mind is weak, your spirit is weak, you're not connected where you need to be, and they're
Yes.
gonna come in and create nothing but chaos. Okay? I don't hang out with everybody. And that's why, a lot of people you find most Christians don't. Yeah, we are aliens. We'll help anybody, but we have to know who we are helping. We
Mm-hmm.
have to know what we do. And spiritual warfare is a serious thing, my bro. It's serious.
Facts.
You have
Facts.
the
I'm glad you
awareness of
said
what's
it.
going on, but you got to realize this. When you first of all, you can't be dibbit and dabbit in everything. You can't do it.
I agree.
Choose ye this day whom you gonna serve. That's what you have to do. And when you get that down right, then you will become spiritually aware of what's going on. You have to be in the spirit to fight the enemy. You can't do it from the flesh. And part of the flesh is unforgiveness. If you don't let them forgive them, for they know not what they do. Now that's a hard thing right there. That's a hard thing. Faith, forgiveness, trust, all of that goes together. But see, as long as you are carrying that around in your spirit,
Hmm.
you're not letting it go, and you seeing it in everyone else. Hey, bro, got a question for you, and I want to hear this answer. When you That's see a this hard stuff in thing people, right there. what do you do? That's a hard thing. Besides, step yourself back and isolate yourself and not trust the one that could be your millionaire, your billionaire investor, or whatever the case may be. What do you do when you see that? That spirit that's within them. I don't dislike people. I don't associate with spirits. Let me rephrase that. If it's a spirit, what do you do? Me? I'm gonna pray that thing away. I'm sorry. I'm just that's it. That's only spiritual warfare. That's all you can do. That's the one tool that you have that can fight the enemy.
Hmm.
Will fight the enemy is prayer and belief and trust in God, not in man. Didn't intend to go there, but I had to go there simply because what you're dealing with and what you sound like you're dealing with is straight up
Yes.
spiritual warfare.
It it
It's straight up spiritual warfare.
it honestly, it true talk is, and I mean it. I've been dealing with spiritual warfare for a long time, and I didn't know what spiritual warfare was. Like when you came down back a couple years back, and you told me you're not listening. I didn't know what spiritual warfare was, and I feel that the individuals that came into my life was to teach me what that was the spiritual side, to get more in tune with the spiritual, to understand what spiritual warfare was, because that's ultimately what I've been dealing with throughout my life. And even when I was younger and you were telling me those are demons, pray about it. Oh, those are demons, pray about it. Everything that you kept saying. I've been dealing with spiritual warfare since I was young, when I could physically see it. And no disrespect, but your religion and the things that you said pushed it away to where I started. I removed myself to where I no longer was able to see it. And then with all of that, it caused me to sit here and focus on things outside of what was going on. So now I was oblivious to what was happening, which led me into not recognizing what was happening, to where I was more susceptible of everything that was going on because I wasn't listening. And just like you stated, those years back when you came down to Washington, it was like you're not listening. You need to pray about it. And then I end up going to Anaya's church, and then I have a prophet sit there and say you're not listening. They're saying you're
Oh,
not listening, whatever. What? Yeah, that's all over the internet. I might have to find that and send it to you, because she called me out by exactly what I was wearing from my head to my feet, and had me come up there and was like, "Yo, they're saying you're not listening. You need to listen." And that's when all the other stuff ended up happening shortly after. But I ended up beating it all because everything that they were saying was lies, and I have all the evidence to prove it. But not going into any more of that. But I lost a lot of people because a lot of people did not want to listen to what I was saying and did not believe anything that I was saying until they started getting lied on by those individuals. And then now they wanted to try and run back to me and be like, "Oh, da da da, it's whoop de woo." I was like, "But y'all were telling me to forget it, leave it alone. I'm looking too much into it." When y'all didn't know what was going on, and when I tried telling y'all, y'all didn't want to listen. I was like, so with it, y'all showed me that I do have, I should not be dealing with y'all, because y'all were never there for me, and y'all never had any intentions, good intentions for me. Y'all were there for what it was that y'all felt that I could do for you. So that is the reason why I felt like I cannot trust people, because people are there to get what it is that they feel that they can get from you, use you for whatever it is. Go ahead.
okay. Everyone wants something. These are my notes. You said
Oh,
this
go ahead.
twice, but my response to that is everybody wants something from the other
Okay,
person.
Tuxie, I see you.
It's a quid pro quo.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start to see the spirit in people, you will understand who wants what from you. You know, I used to have associates who would call, and I think we've talked about this, and it was
Okay.
always their issues, and it's like whatever was going on with me, I was never able to verbalize that stuff. It was always about them.
Yeah.
So I adapted a posture of just listening. So my no, no, listen to me now.
I'm listening. I'm
My
listening. I just
okay,
recognized that from my situation before.
okay, then that's when you wisdom comes in,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to realize why someone is in your life and why you are in their life. Sometimes you just need to be a sounding board
How you doing, Sozit?
because you have all of that wisdom to share. They need a word from you. And it's okay to plant a seed because somebody else is going to come and water it. But
Facts.
if you have an associate or a friend that all they want is your ear, give it to them. They ain't taking it home with them.
She said,
They
"Give it
just
to
want you
him."
to absorb. Yes, they trust you enough to know that I can give you me, and it's going to stay with you. I don't fear telling you anything because you are going to ruin my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I trust you because I see in you the good. They see in you what you don't see in yourself.
Mm.
Okay? They see
Okay.
what you don't see in yourself. But when you're looking at people, you got to know the spirit of a person. You have to know the spirit of a person.
The spirit of the Lord is here. I'm sorry.
I wish he was on you, but you got to.
You funny. You funny.
But anywho, you understand what I'm saying? Um, you kept saying people telling you need to listen.
Yes.
Fear stops you
That
from
was
listening.
going on for a while. Yes.
Fear stops you from listening. So again, we right back to what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of being
See,
great and powerful? What are you afraid of?
you
Are you
wanna know what I'm
afraid that
afraid
you?
of? Can you hear
I don't
this?
know if I want to know
Now we can
lies.
do this the easy way or we can
What?
do it the hard way. The choice is
What?
yours.
What?
Oh, you couldn't hear it, but he was saying he was like, "We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours."
Okay. What are you afraid of?
um,
And that's what you got to ask yourself.
yeah, me personally, I wouldn't say that I'm afraid of anything. It's just more along the lines of I understand how individuals operate and how individuals move. We got Truck Tuxie. He says, I'm an atheist, but I've had many visions of my future life. Okay, big up yourself, boss. For me, I'm not afraid of it. It's more along the lines of I know how I can I always say this. I don't do drama because I know how I'll react. And when it comes down to anything that deals with messing with my family, I will kill. And I'm like, so if you're messing with my family, you can mess with me all you want. But when it comes down to dealing with my family, I will kill for them.
You know what? Again,
So it's not a fear thing. It's just more along the lines of I need to understand who I can trust to be around my family. Because if you're around me, I'm around my family a lot. So with that, you're going to be around my family also. Nah, bring yourself back on, mama. Don't disconnect now. Bring that ass here, boy. Throw yourself back on the screen. You there?
I am.
Why you
Yes.
disconnect? What you scared of? I'm messing with you.
Baby, I did not disconnect.
It's okay. You ain't got to lie to kick it.
I didn't disconnect.
You just disappeared on accident.
So no, 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 no. I don't know what happened. I was touching maybe I did. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay, all right,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
But as I was saying, I was like, look, if you're gonna be around me, at some point you'll be around my family
Mm-hmm.
because I'm always around my family. So when it comes down to it, it's who can I trust? Now with it, yes, of course, you need to vet everybody accordingly. And with me, I don't deal with like women like I used to back in the day. So I mean, I used to get along with women better than I did with men because at the time, men were always the ones like, "Oh, I'm gonna dick down this chick, and oh, she got a fat backside. Oh, I would do this and this, whatever." And I was like, "Bro, everything with you was so sexual. Like, miss me with that." And talking with women, it wasn't that. But granted, they came with their own dramas. Now, with me having a woman in a family, me dealing with women, it was always some drama. So I learned I need to leave. I can't be chilling with women like how I used to. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I realized that I get along with older people better than individuals my age and younger. So I mean, the males that are in my life, they're like a good 10 plus years older than me. And with it, we're constantly growing and learning from one another. And they're not talking about, man, I would dick her down and stuff like that. They don't speak of
You're just
that.
so gross. Okay.
I said they're not speaking like that. That's not what
You
I'm
are.
on. That's not
Yep.
what I'm on.
Mhm.
They're talking
Okay.
about like, okay, how can we build community? How can we bring our people together? How are we going to
Okay.
build generational wealth? What is it that we need to do? They talking about stocks. They talking about bonds. They talking about crypto. They talking about getting multiple streams of revenue. They're talking about buying lands, where the best land would be, the land that we could buy, and how we can build on top of it. So I mean, we're talking about these types of things, and I'm like, yo, I f with you for real, true talk, no lie. But then at the same time, like I listen to some of the conversations like of women at bars when I go out and people watch, and they talking about stuff that I would talk about in high school. And I'm like, yo, you my age or even older sometimes. And you talking about, oh, I see a bulge in his pants, or oh, he look like he got money. I'm like, man, move your mother cunt. Like, what is that gonna do for you in the long run? I'm like, okay, so what? If y'all ain't got no house, as long as he's slanging dick, everything's good. Like, but again, it
Boy, if
comes.
you don't clean up your nasty mouth, I'm come down there with a bar, box of soap.
Technically, you gotta
That
come
hit me.
up here if you want
Uh-huh.
to be.
You keep talking like you talking, and yeah, I'm gonna be there. But anywho,
I mean, you want to see your grandbabies anyway, so what? Come on, ease on down, down the road.
I
But
said,
anywho, as I was saying, so I mean, I get along a lot better with the older gentlemen, and I realize I cannot deal with women anymore. I cannot deal with women on a
no,
friend
no.
level. Who for the main factor, the fact mainly because a lot of them that I run across, what's up, Tink Tink? I see you. A lot of them that I run across are on some juvenile mindsets.
Well, okay, that's a good word for it. Um, I heard something the other day, and I don't know if it was Paul Shepard. I don't know who it was. It was
I
somebody I
don't
was
either.
listening to, but they were talking about mature.
Mm,
Mature is not an age.
it's not.
And whereas, you know, it sounds good that you're hanging out with like-minded, mature folk.
Hmm.
Um,
I hear a but.
yeah, but there are some, you know, you will find folk that are younger than you, or I'll say I can find people my age that are immature.
Yes.
Oh, there's molasses. Slow as
Slow as
molasses.
fuck.
What I tell you about your mom?
Slow as hell. Hell is a destination. Not a cuss word. Just say it.
Nasty mouth. Anywho,
I
you
mean,
will, but maturity
you
is one
see
of
my
those
hat,
things.
right? I eat coochie for
No.
pleasure. I mean, in my defense, I just got a clothing line set up, and I'm gonna go ahead and shout this out right now. Matter of fact, hold on, real quick, because you might be able to hear me. Let me go ahead and put this on to me, just me. Oh no, what happened? Boom. Let me adjust this, because this needs to be me. This needs to be me real quick. Hold up. I gotta put this on me. Ah, ha, ha, ha. If it wants to go. God, this is gonna be a horrible video. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a new clothing line. It has a bear and it says only you can get it wet. We talking about all the forest fires and everything that's going on. If things are wet, it's not going to light up. But you can think of it how you want to. But also, I do have the Divine Time motivational gear that is out as well. Your mom finna pop you and I can't help you. You are right. She's about to beat my backside in. Like, I'm about to have a conclave. I'm about to look like majority of the Caucasian women walking around. Actually, I can't even say that because majority of these white girls got booty for no reason. Like,
I
so
can't take it.
anyway, back to it. But yes, definitely check out the merchandise. Check out the merchandise. Hi, how you doing? Back to trust.
You're frozen, and I really, really wish you could see your face.
Oh, I'm frozen. Well, you can see me and hear me,
Mhm.
right?
I can, but I want to see you live.
You don't see me moving my head side to side?
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. Well, let me adjust your collab cam. But either way, you can hear me, so it's good. Let's just keep on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep on pushing. Let's keep on
Mm-hmm.
pushing.
I don't know. No, as you mature in age, there are some
Yes,
things that you just kick to the side. It's not important anymore. It doesn't matter. And
how you
really,
doing, Stephanie?
you got to look at when you have children. How what am I
What
portraying
do you
to my
mean?
children?
Anaya says be nice. I think I am being nice.
Tell him Naya. He better be brave. You behave.
That part right there.
Behave. But no,
Anyway, don't lose your mindset. Continue,
I did
continue.
already. I did already. Oh, it came back. You have to think about, what kind of image am I portraying for my children?
Why are you beating on the desk?
I'm not beating on the desk. I'm tapping on the desk with my little finger. That's crooked. I'm trying to straighten it out.
Oh my gosh, you wow. I'm not beating on the desk. I'm tapping on it with my crooked finger.
Tapping it on my legs, my feet.
My strong hand. My strong
That's
hand.
genetic. That came from my daddy. I have both of them.
I,
As
I,
if it's anybody's.
well, if
Yeah.
it makes you feel any better, at least you know I'm straight.
I don't make those jokes. I don't deal with stuff like that. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I accept people, but I don't bash folk. I don't
I'm
body
not
bash.
bashing
I
anybody
don't
either. I'm not bashing
personality
either.
bash. I don't body bash. I don't do that. I don't care if you
Mm.
black, white, pink, yellow, red, orange, brown,
A-
tan, as y'all used to call folk.
Anaya said he's
Um,
already brave. That's part of the problem.
yeah. Tell it was a wrong word I wanted to say anyway. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well,
But
you heard her. There
anyway,
you
you
go.
got to be careful about what you saying, what you're doing around your children because your children are going to adapt that. And as they get older, it could be, you want sound-minded
Okay.
children. You want respectful children. You want children that can think, have wisdom,
Yes.
intellect, are mature at a young age.
I mean, my daughter's. Woo. I mean, you and her be having battles tick for tack back and forth. I think.
Yeah, I got something for that thing when I see her. Matter of fact, I'm bringing it with me.
Oh Lord, I'm
You remember the
sorry.
school?
You
You remember the
you
school?
you felt the type of way ever since she called you bald.
Yeah, she called me bald headed.
She said, "Oh," she said, "Tutu bald." You was like, "Oh, nigga, what?"
No, I did not call her that. That is
You
not a
did.
word I
You
use
did
in my
not. But
vocabulary.
your facial expression said that.
Bald headed.
Yeah, your facial expression was
Anyway,
like,
that's another thing. Don't be
"Yeah."
trying to deviate, get away from what we're talking
Oh,
about.
come on. That's what I'm good at.
Stay focused. I know. I know.
Oh, I gotta stay
I know
focused.
you. As you were formed in my womb, I know you kept me up
Why
all
you gotta
night.
say
I
it
know
out
you.
loud? Now I got mental images. Ew.
Well, get over it. Get over it.
You
Get
know
over
why
it.
my hair looks the way it looks?
So let me ask
Because
you.
of you.
No, it's because of age. Let me ask you something. Oh,
Oh,
shot.
okay. So
Let
my little
me
Gerber
ask you
patch
something.
is because of age. When you got it too, that's what sounds like hereditary.
Oh, the little Gerber patch.
Yeah.
Oh, Gerber's cute. Listen,
I hate you
is there
so much
anyone
right now.
online? That's what
Yes.
I want to know.
Yeah. We got people jumping in.
Tell them I love
We
you.
got two on TikTok right now. So
Tell
who are
them I
them?
am so sorry. They
Yo,
have to
Lady
watch it.
P and the other person, my madre says she's so sorry that y'all have to listen to me. Welcome in. I mean, if y'all talk, we can engage
Ask
in a
them if
full
they have
conversation.
any questions. Ask them
Do
if you have any
y'all
questions.
do
What are
y'all
their
have any
classes?
questions? Do y'all have any questions?
What's your take on trust versus fear?
What is your take on trust versus fear? And if you are not live, go ahead and leave your comments down in the tab. Huh? What'd you say, babe?
What happened?
The wife came in and told me to stop cutting off my mama.
That's my girl. Yeah, that's my girl. Woo! That's my girl.
So what do you want to say, mom?
I love it. I love it. I love it. What do I
The
want to say?
floor
You
is
done
yours. I'm muting my
The
mic.
vibe has been changed so much. Did anyone say anything about what they wanted to, any comments about trust versus?
Nah, nobody has said anything. There's a name in here that looks like it's Russian. I don't even know how to say that or
Mm,
pronounce that, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay.
But
So,
yeah,
all
if
right.
anybody
So
says
there you
anything,
go.
it pops up on the screen, and I'll read it right then and there. Okay.
Okay. All right. So it goes right back to this thing that we were saying, that trust versus fear. Are you afraid?
Oh, you're
And if
asking
you're
me.
afraid, what are you afraid of? Yeah. If you're afraid, what are you afraid of?
Um.
What's your end game? Ain't that what old girl said? What's your end game?
Yeah, that's what my therapist asked. She said, "What is your end game? What is your goal?" And when it comes down to it, my goal is I would have to say to work on trust. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid because I'll punch somebody in the face real quick. Don't mind me. Like if you want to disrespect me or overstep my boundaries after I've already told you what my boundaries are,
It's
I'm gonna
still
beat your
fear.
ass. But when it comes down to it, I want to be able to trust again. I want to be able to. I want to be able to trust again because as on the day to day when I'm walking around and I see just surfing as to trust is a gradual, polar, and permanent separation from fear, and that's exactly what my mom was saying, Lady P. Like trust and fear are two separate things, and a lot of times the root of trust comes down to the root of why you're not trusting is due to fear. So I mean, I
Woo.
can understand that. So
Is
yo,
she said that?
yeah, Lady P says just surfing. As to trust, it's a gradual, polar, and permanent separation from fear. Anaya
Yes.
says rebuilding trust is a battle between fear and forward movement. Yo, that right there. That
I
that
like that forward moving.
yeah,
Yes.
that right
Forward
there.
moving.
Yo, big up yourself, Anaya. But I mean, yo, Lady P, true talk no lie. Like you hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
It is a gradual, polar, and permanent separation from fear because and I'm realizing this based off of the last conversation I had with my therapist. What is it that I am a? Why is it that I cannot trust? And I mean, my mom said it the best. Like, what are you afraid of? I was afraid to trust, and now I have to come down to the roots of what am I afraid of that's stopping me from being able to trust. So
I
that's
like what she
something.
said about the permanent, but I don't want it to be permanent. I want you to make it temporary. So my
Hmm.
thing is, I think to what you asking
So
her,
you.
and I want to see what she's gonna say.
Uh huh.
I think a lot of this has to do with forgiving. Let it go. Let it go.
Forgiveness, yes. Well,
Let
I
it
mean,
go.
when I look at forgiveness, though, I feel that forgiveness is you forgiving yourself because you can forgive somebody altogether, but you still may have emotions tied to that. But when you forgive yourself for allowing certain situations to happen, that's when you're ultimately able to move on from those things because you forgive yourself and you're understanding what that lesson is. And once you understand what that lesson is, you can continue to move forward from that position. Just like how you stated with what Lady P said with the permanent. No, it needs to be what you being the worm and apple butt? Like what are you doing?
I told you about your mouth. Forgiveness
My
is
mouth is what
not
it
for
is.
you.
Yes.
And yeah, you gonna clean it up too. Forgiveness in Jesus' name. Forgiveness is
Hallelujah.
not about you. I mean, forgiveness is not about the other person.
Yes.
Forgiveness is about you
That's what
in
I just
so
said.
many different dynamics.
Hmm.
When you let go of what other people, when you forgive people for what they have done for you, that
Yes.
heals you. Did that come out
Yes.
right? When you forgive others for what they have done to you, that heals you. That clears out some of that negative energy in your spirit to where you can allow those things that you are dealing with, your
Hmm.
fears, to diminish.
Lady P responded. She said, "Depends on context. As to people, I trust no one."
She said, as for people,
She says, "Depends on context. As to
okay,
people, I trust
hmm,
no one."
okay, all right. To each his own.
Yes.
To each his own.
And I mean,
I have
I
a
understand
limited
where she's
trust
coming
with
from.
everyone. I do too. I do too. Because I don't give, I can only trust certain people with certain things. I
That's what I
cannot
said in
trust
the beginning. I
all
was like,
of me,
you can trust everybody, but you can only trust
but
people with
how
certain
many?
things. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
How
you off. Go
many?
ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go
you cut me
ahead. Go
off.
ahead. I'm
But how
sorry.
many?
I'm
How many? You
sorry.
don't want to go outside
Go.
because you don't trust nobody.
Nah, fuck them people.
How many? cannot. Lord help me. God, why?
I am your
Why?
child. I am your child. At some point, you
Lord,
were like this. She said, "Trust but verify." Yo,
Lord, where
that
the
right there.
hell
Oh my
is
God. Okay, all right.
where the
Anaya,
hell is
hold
that?
on. Anaya just dropped a paragraph. I gotta read this. What's this? This is on Facebook. This on Facebook. All right. Oh my God. She said, "Forgive." I need my glasses. Forgive, but I don't forget, so I don't make the same mistake again. Forgive them for what they did, and then forgive myself for even allowing the situation to happen. When you know
Yes,
better, you do better. Now I know
yes,
better. I'm gonna do better, but that also
yes.
doesn't mean I will continue to allow access to me. I can forgive you, but that doesn't mean you still have access.
You don't have that permanent space in my life anymore.
Can I can I
You
can
better
I
like
can
limit
I
your
say
space.
one thing real quick?
Mm-hmm.
That's my wife. That's my wife. Yeah, go ahead with your bad self. Hey, babe, do that shit. Do that stuff.
But you
Yeah.
know
All right.
what? What she's saying is point on.
It truly
But for
is.
to live that, you got to live that.
And I mean,
And that's what she does.
what
She's living
what
that.
Lady P said is literally the same thing in less words. Trust but verify. You need to observe what people are doing. It's like you can trust them, but you need to understand actions and words do not always match up. So you can watch what people are doing and listen to their words. If they're not matching up, then you understand
And
how
get
where
trouble.
you can trust them from. So you need to
Yeah.
verify what it is
Everybody
that they're
that
saying
comes
and doing.
into your life is not in your life for a relationship,
Everybody who enters your life
not
is
for
there. They are
for
a
a
lesson or a
season
blessing.
or a reason.
They are there
We're all
exactly a
saying the
lesson
same
or a
thing.
blessing.
But the bottom line is, how much of life do you allow to stop you from living?
Mm-hmm.
Who sings that song? It's good to be alive, but it's better to live.
Hey,
How much
hold.
of how
Hey,
much are
ma,
you
ma, ma,
gonna
ma.
allow
Hold on, hold
life?
on. Let me drop the commercial real quick. Looking for truth, transformation, and a little divine inspiration? Then you're exactly where you need to be. Welcome to Divine Time, the podcast where real talk meets real growth. I'm your host, Donley Divine, bringing you raw conversations, spiritual insight, and soul shifting stories that light you up from the inside out. New episodes drop 4 times as strong. We don't say week over here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you never have to wait long for your next breakthrough. If you're feeling the vibe, follow the show, like the content, share the energy, and subscribe so you never miss a divine moment. Tap the link, join the tribe, and help us spread the light, one episode at a time. This is your time. This is Divine Time. All right, you there?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. All right. But nah, truth on the line. I'm sorry, I had to drop the commercial real quick so everybody knows where to find us and how to find us and they know when we on every Sunday. Every Sunday you can catch me with my mom right here having true conversations. The conversations that people do not want to talk about. The things that need to be spoken about but nobody wants to have. But let's go ahead and get back onto it. So what's on your mind, Ma?
Where you at?
I'm sitting in the room, spinning in the chair. Where you at?
I'm sitting here looking at this person that's frozen in time. Ooh, that's good. That's right where I want to go.
Nope,
Frozen
nope,
in time.
nope, nope.
Unfreeze. Come into the present. Come into the present, because I got something for you.
Oh,
Come into
lottie,
the present.
lottie, lottie.
Hurry
Let's
up.
change that around.
Your past. You were stuck in space. Your past, and I'm writing all this stuff down. Your past, your
Yo,
negative
I
past.
swear, every Sunday I'm giving you sermons for the next week.
Listen, your past, your negative past
Mm,
is a lesson. And it borderlines insanity because
mm,
they have become your presence.
facts.
You're steadily living that mess. Let it go. It is insanity. You always hollering about insane. It's insanity. Your negative past was a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. Let it go. It's over, dead, and done with. You will never do those things again. I pray to God that you would never do those things again. You have learned the ramifications of that type of
Ooh.
behavior from that type of person. You realize that there is no good in it. There was
I
no
see
good
you,
in it.
Lady P.
Let it go.
I love the
Let
fact.
it go.
I
Let
lo-
it go.
Don't give a heck anymore. All right, anyway. Yo, Lady P dropped a good question. She said, "Why be vulnerable to others through trust?
I
Why
guess
be
what you
vulnerable to others through trust?"
ask
Ooh.
Lady P, is she in a relationship?
Oh snap! I mean, I'm pretty sure she heard you when you asked.
I ask if she's in a relationship.
You heard the question, Lady P, right? Are you in a relationship? I might have to mute my mic on this one. She said
No, we
yes.
okay. Ask her, does she trust her partner?
Do 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 do. She said yes.
So, what was the answer to the other question?
Why be
No, what was the
vulnerable?
what was her? Uh
Why
huh.
be vulnerable to others through trust?
So, does ask her? Okay, you can hear me. Do you feel like you're being vulnerable with your significant other because you trust them?
Let the thumbs start clicking.
I heard. I heard.
Mm-mm-mm. I think she's typing right now. But nah, that's a no because he's been thoroughly vetted. That's her response. No because he's been thoroughly vetted.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, that's a topic later on. Vetting, vetting. I know I covered it once
Okay.
before in the Saturday
Hmm.
panels, but I would love to do that with you for those who are on. So for everybody, starting September 18th, 18th, no, September 20th. Yeah, starting September 20th, I'm going back to doing my live panel discussions on Saturdays. It's going to be at the same time that this one starts. Well, it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, I would love to have individuals on there because y'all can interact and it'll be going live. And he thoroughly vetted me. That's what's up. That was the issue that I had in the past that led me to why I par- partially am jaded now. The vetting. I would have to
Mm,
say the vetting because when it comes down to vetting, you can vet somebody, but they can continue to portray who they want you to see while you're vetting them. And at some point, they're going to have no choice but to show who they truly are. Now, that can come after the vetting phase. Now, how long, my question to you is, how long do you need to vet somebody to actually see who they are? Because you can vet somebody for a year, but if you're not with them every day for that year, you're not going to see exactly who they truly are. He's a lieutenant and I'm a lawyer. That's perfectly fine. I was sexually abused by an individual who is a chief warrant officer in the military.
you need to
And
quit telling that story because I'm frankly tired of hearing it.
that's
We all
perfectly.
know that.
I'm only saying it because
No, it,
she's throwing out literally a lieutenant and she's a lawyer, so she's trying to throw out class. He's a chief warrant officer, so that right there shows he's higher up. And then with her, she is a or was is I don't even fucking know. I don't even pay attention to them. But she was a
no.
notary. So I mean, when it comes down to it,
So is this
your status doesn't mean anything. You can be whatever
no?
you
I
want.
told you it's the spirit of an individual. And you
Exactly.
know what? And let me go back to what Lady V said. Let me go back. It's
Lady
a Lady
P,
V, right?
P, P.
Lady P.
Yeah,
I know what
Papa.
Lady V. Okay, so let me go back to what she's saying. Um, I like what she said, but I want y'all to think about this too. And I keep saying this. Everybody's not in your life for a relationship. And I trust people with what I know they can handle. So
Hmm.
that doesn't mean I trust, do I trust everyone? There are some people that can't handle anything. So no, I don't trust you. They're not a Frigidaire. They can't
Yes.
keep nothing. Okay. So I know who I can give what information to or what part of me I can give to someone. And they are going to care for it. They're going to take care of it. They're going to nurture it, per
Mm.
se. They're going to give me good sound advice or whatever. I don't expect that from everybody because that's not everybody's part in my life.
Yes.
My significant other, what I trust him with is what I trust him with, and it's what he can handle. Now, there are some things that I won't say I wouldn't, I will not tell him because he's going to look out for my well being and it could be a problem. Do I
Yes.
have it? Can I handle it? Yes, I can. So you
Hmm.
don't give one single person all of you because they can't handle it. You
That
give to
part.
them what they can handle. So everybody is not going to physically or emotionally abuse me.
Hmm.
First of all, I'm going to know that, you know what? Listen to what you're saying. Watch what you're doing. It's definitely going to dictate who you are and what you're going to do. And in a love relationship, and I see
Yes.
that over and I'm gonna use a love relationship, and it should apply to all relationships. When you're talking with someone, you just meeting someone, a friend, or I'm gonna say a friend or whatever the case may be. You just meet someone on the street, holding a conversation with them. You're not gonna start blabbing off everything about you.
You should not. That's
No, you should
oversharing.
not. Yes, and not only that, maybe down the line they're gonna become good friends or whatever. But still, I'm gonna listen to what you're saying. You are gonna tell me what I can and cannot
Yes.
trust you with.
If
You
you
are
have
gonna show me.
boundaries.
If you are gonna show me what it is in my life that you're looking for. Are you there to be an asset, a debit, or a credit? No, they're plain and simple. Are you in my life to be a debit or a credit? So
Ah, right there, an asset or a liability.
yes, yes.
There's something that there's like a phrase that I have incorporated, which I stated I wanted to be me and my wife's coat of arms,
Mm-hmm.
and it is. Come here, babe. What did I say I wanted our coat of arms to be? Where I am weak.
Oh, wait. What? Where he's weak, I'm strong. Where I'm weak, he is strong.
She
Mm-hmm.
she has an amazing way of like downplaying everything, but ultimately it's where I
Together
am.
we're awesome.
Yes.
That's what it means.
Yeah. Oh, we balance one another out. Where I am weak,
Yes.
she is strong, and I mean at the same time, like she'll say like, where I am weak, he is strong, because it allows us to understand that you know what, it takes two halves to create a whole.
Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
we come together, we are complete and we can handle anything. I understand that I
Yes.
cannot do everything, so therefore, the things that I cannot do, I trust that she can, and with that, we're able to balance it. We're able to come together and be able to be complete with it. So, I mean,
Yes.
when it deals with her, I understand that you know what, I can trust you with a lot of things that I cannot trust other people with, but I cannot trust you with everything because I understand that there's things that I am better at than you are. But the
Mm-hmm.
things that I'm lacking at, a great majority of the time, she is better at them than I am. Where I am weak, she is strong.
And you know what? I
And if
think
we
we've
both
come
ain't got
to.
it, we gonna gang bang it. He gonna get him high. I'm gonna get him low.
Hey, I love them leg kicks. You know that already. Like shoot, Muay Thai is my background. Chop that tree down.
But now listen. You and Lady P
Thanks,
are both
babe.
talking about the one relationship that matters the most,
Hmm.
your spousal relationship.
Yes.
That's what matters the most. And that's how you teach your children how to trust and who to trust. Because when you're growing up, you don't trust you. I mean, you trust everybody, and
Hmm.
you end up getting hurt by everybody. But when
Facts.
you get to that point in life when you realize what is important, how girl said, what vet it. What is important is when you start to release and it become one with. I like what you said, to become one with. But you're not out here in this world to become one with everybody.
Facts. True.
Everybody else. It's not about that.
And
It's
that,
not about that.
can I interrupt real quick? That is
Of
where
course you can.
I was. That is the reason why I became jaded, because ultimately, with me, I wanted to see love in the world. I wanted to see everybody moving in a sense of love. So, with that, I wanted everybody to be. Now, granted, you stated to me when I was younger, everybody is not like you. Everybody is not you. You cannot expect everybody to act and be and do the things that you do. I didn't I didn't listen to that when I was younger. So growing up, I was like, why is it that these people act this way? Like in my mind, I'm like, there's enough for all of us. But yet you have a lot of individuals who are selfish, wanting to think of just for themselves. And that right there is
Mm.
where I realized I started becoming jaded, because there are more people in the world who are for themselves, who just want things for themselves, or they will use people to elevate themselves into higher positions rather than thinking, you know what, there's a lot, we're living on this big planet. And just like Michael Jackson says, and I know my wife's going to be like, yo, you say this a lot, but if you want to make the world a better place, you must first look in the mirror and be that change. So if we're constantly working to be a better person, then the world will be a better place. And when I was young, I always said, I don't belong here. I'm too good for this planet. And let me explain. When I say I'm too good for this place, is the way that my mindset is and how I operate is I operate out of love. It doesn't matter. I look at the good in people. I look at the good in people, and
Don't mean to
unfortunately,
laugh.
no, that's perfectly fine. You can laugh at me. You can sit on it and rotate. Forget you. But I mean, like, true talk, no lie. I am too good for this place. And when I say I'm too good for this place, is the way that I think, the way that I move, the way that I operate is I treat others as I want to be treated. I look at other people and I'm like, how can I help you? And I don't seek anything in return. So when it comes down to it, when I see other people act in the way that they do, and the way that they will slander, smear campaign my name and slander me and all that stuff, and I'm like, why? But then I realize it's projection, and I'm like, why do you feel the need to lie unless you're scared of something? I don't think the lady is buying it.
Who said that?
Lady P, Lady P, she says I don't think the lady is buying it. That's perfectly fine. That's my mom. She knows who I am, and I've been this way since young.
I'm listening to him, but it was just so funny. He sounded like he was from the 60s. You know, the peace babies. That was always high. Oh, love is peace, baby. Love is soul. And love. Let's just love on one another.
This is my mom, if you don't know Lady P. Welcome. So this is a father-mother podcast. This is my co-host. You'll see her on the weekends on Sundays. If she decides to join in on Saturdays when I do the live panels, so be it. But every Sunday, it'll be me and her. Throughout the week, it'll be just me, or either I'll be with the kids. And sometimes on Sundays, I'll bring the kids as well. But yes, I am a love and peace individual. Like I said, I feel that I'm too good to be. I'm like, I'm too good to be here. And what I mean by that is exactly as I was trying to say until I was rudely interrupted,
Like
Lady
it's
P. And right. So with it, the way that I am, and the way that the way that I am, and the way that this world is operating on, if you want to say, a frequency that is low, or either in a malicious evil, which I don't really believe in good and evil, because everything is based off of the perception of an individual. So however you feel, you might put it like this: a hero can be a villain and a villain can be a hero. So therefore, what is